Om Shanti, everyone. Welcome to the next normal. Wow, we're getting to the end of the year. I just can't believe how time has flown. And if I were to try to define what this whole year has meant for me and maybe my family, there are no words. There just aren't any words. I'm not quite sure if you're feeling the same. And I hope you really are living a full life. And you're not wasting it. Waste thoughts, negative feelings, fear, uncertainty, worrying, thinking about the worst might happen, even if the best happened for you. It's all a waste of life. There must be a reason why the soul entered the body to play out a part. And it's definitely not to waste one's existence. The most profound experience that we're having is to be this living entity, this living being, this spark of consciousness, this point of existence. To feel your eyes looking through, to hear, to speak, to touch, to smell. Think about it. Think about the soul and the body having experiences because of the five senses. And today we're going to focus on the courage to speak up. Something that I think we all sometimes encounter a little hesitance, even the resistance or the fear of speaking in public or speaking your mind or speaking the truth. And if you've noticed, whenever you feel a hesitance or a resistance or a fear, if you go behind the fear, you might find something very purposeful. Like on the other side of one's fear is wisdom, is love, it's meaning, is another story that completely changes your life. A lot of us are living in a fear. I'm afraid of telling this person what I really think. I'm afraid of speaking up to the boss and letting them know they're not doing a good job. That's not the right way. Before I came in the studio, I was thinking about a situation of somebody who, if you don't go their way, if you don't speak or act or look the way that their interpretation is this is how you're supposed to be, they don't bring you close to them. They move you away from them. And that's actually not spirituality or truth. I understand that we're all looking for alignment. I need that. One of the things that I look to align my energy with, do people have good hearts? Good hearts. That even when I speak to them about behaviors or choices that they could make that will make them into better people, they would hear me. They would listen. I think our ability to have the courage to speak up has some sort of a subtle connection with the quality and the ability to listen intently. To listen with the value of what somebody else says. To be able to listen to learn. And so a lot of times when we find that we're a little bit afraid to speak up, we're not quite sure if we have enough wisdom behind what we're going to say. Am I truthfully speaking from an authentic space within me? Have I felt it? Many times when I speak on very large platforms, especially very, very serious platforms, they'll ask me for my script in advance of what I'm going to say. I've never had one. if I'm not feeling it or if I don't believe it, I can't speak it. Somewhere inside of the soul, there's a recording of everything that I say or something that I've felt. And there are times in which maybe I do have a lot of information recorded in me, and sometimes when I speak, it's not always with the deepest feelings, and I feel that. And even my audience will feel it. You can't hit them right all the time. Life is all a learning process anyway. But there's something in the teachings of the Brahma Kumaris that I've really appreciated, and I wished it existed more and more in many, many people. But there's a motto that is throughout the whole Brahma Kumaris community and family of friends. Speak less. Speak sweetly. Speak softly. Interesting, right? And when you do that, it's almost as if you're able to hear yourself right before you speak. You're able to connect to Baba, God's light, which is love. And it's, what does love want me to say here? When you speak less, and you speak softly, and you speak sweetly, the other person on the other side can be humble enough to feel and really listen to the words that are coming through you. And even if they're not accurate or if they don't make sense, the other person on the other side would respond to you with that same feeling of softness, sweetness, kindness. Because both will be operating at that same level. So sometimes when you're having this fear of speaking your mind, practice first to speak to yourself in the mirror. It kind of helps to shape the way that you feel others will receive you. Something that I do a lot is I record on my phone the way that I'm feeling, especially when I'm not feeling my best. I just talk through how I'm feeling to Baba. And when I play it back, I can be very, very honest with what I'm going through or how I'm feeling. It's a huge form of therapy, and it's free. If there are friends that you have that you trust, practice talking to them. A lot of the sisters around me are very, very shy. They're from India. They were in a very insulated environment. And so living with me gives them a very large exposure of things. And so many times they're just walking with me, like watching and listening, and they want to speak up. I was in San Diego about a month or two ago, and we were just talking away. And the gentleman, who is a very generous donor to the Meditation Museum, had just told me, "Sister Jenna, can you be quiet for just 10 minutes? And then he asked the two sisters, Diva and Rashmi, "Tell me a little bit about yourself." They were so scared. But then they spoke, and they spoke so well. One's an electrical engineer. The other one has a master's in music. And he loved speaking to them, and I was laughing because he's looking at me and his wife is looking at me. How could you tell Sister Jenna to be quiet for 10 minutes? But I love that scene because it gave them a chance to reveal what they have in them, which is so much. I have learned that there are people who might not speak much, but they have a lot in them. It's almost as if they're accumulating a moment in time when they'll become broadcasters. People who will yell it from the mountaintop for the world to listen and find hope and meaning and inspiration. Maybe you're one of those. Maybe you're preparing to be able to speak a truth in a way that would really inspire so many who would hear you. Give it a try. The only thing that can happen is that you can sound a little foolish and the person might have compassion for you. I know that sometimes some of you might be in a marriage or in a job where when you speak, the person says, shut up. What do? You speak into your recorder. You listen if you're clear. And then on a good day, when everyone's doing good, you speak to that same person with your clarity. Because you know whatever you have to say is also meaningful. So many of these factors are connected to the soul. Are you a good listener? That you'll be able to catch information clearly, feel it? That when you speak to others, they can feel your intentions, your vibrations, your meaning, your clarity, your authenticity. It's connected. But always be courageous to speak up. Sometimes be mindful that if you speak at a time when you really shouldn't, you might get a reaction. Learn from those moments. You will gain experience that I'll speak when the time is right. But don't suppress your wisdom, your love, your creativity, your courage, your strengths. Don't suppress them. But the universe and the drama will always give you that right moment when you can share, and the drama will prove to everyone you've got something to say. If you spend most of your life on silly things, news, gossip, then a person like me, I don't want to hear you, to be honest with you, because I don't put that in me. We were somewhere Christmas Day, and I've been up all day, and somebody was talking things that for me was of no interest. But I sat there with that person and I just looked at them. And I knew that that's where they're investing their lives, but it's not my investment. And I thought to myself as I was trying to listen, okay, it's not my journey here. For me, this is a waste of my 10 minutes, 15 minutes with this person. But it's once or twice in a year. I can do it. I can do it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So sometimes you might bump into individuals that don't speak anything that supports your dreams, your goals, your powers, your wisdom. But weigh it out. Is it every day? Then that's different. Is it once or twice a year? Okay, you can tolerate it. And when you do, send them your good wishes. Maybe something will land in their consciousness and they'll feel for themselves, I should speak something more higher to this person. All right, let's take a few moments of breath and meditation. It's a good day today. Yesterday I rested all day because so much energy on Christmas Day. I just took it easy. I wrote, I got together my project for the Brahma Kumaris political wing and what our service will be for politicians next year, and I was able to clean up, get a few things together, but just stay quiet and just lay down. And I felt so good today when I got up. So let's just take a moment of breath. Turn your attention inside of yourself. You, the beautiful spark of light, the pure being, the immortal, eternal, spiritual energy, the light that you are, the powerful light that you are, joyful, loving, child of God. Imagine this is the way you think about yourself when you walk and when you move around. What words of courage would you have to share with another? what would you speak? And how would you speak? You'd speak less, sweetly, softly. Your words would have meaning, purpose. You would even find moments of joy and humor over the unfolding of life. And when you speak, somehow it would land in the hearts of people to make changes or to support them in their journey. It wouldn't go wasted. So as of today, you accept the responsibility to speak from the heart, to speak with meaning, to speak with love, and even with joy. Just take a moment and visualize yourself in that form. And slowly keep preparing yourself to be an instrument of positivity and upliftment for the coming year. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. All right, let's go to our awakened intelligence. How to find the courage to speak. Finding the courage to speak, whether it is in a personal conversation, a public setting, or confronting an issue, can be challenging, but here are some steps. Understand your why. That's nice. Clarity of purpose. Visualize also the impact. Number 2, prepare yourself. Practice. Rehearse what you want to say. Remember, knowledge is power. Ensure that you're informed about your topic. Very nice. Number 3, start small. Safe spaces. Begin by expressing yourself in environments where you feel safe and supported, like with friends or family. Progress gradually. Each successful experience of speaking up will build your confidence for larger settings. Shift your perspective. Focus on others. Think about the value your words could bring to the audience rather than focusing on your fear. Change the narrative. Instead of, what if I fail? Ask, what if I succeed? Or what if this is going to help someone? Nice. Ground yourself. Breathe. Stay present. Number 6, embrace your vulnerability. It's okay to be nervous sometimes. Recognize that fear is natural and doesn't mean you're incapable. Authenticity resonates. Speak from your heart. People often appreciate one's honesty and vulnerability. That's true. Number 7, find support. Look for role models. Look up to people who inspire you with their courage to speak. Learn from their stories. Allies, share your intentions with trusted individuals who can encourage and cheer you on. Absolutely. Number 9, reframe fear. Let's look at that one, Santosh. Fear as a signal. Recognize that fear often signals something meaningful. It's a sign that you really care. Isn't that nice? Learn from experience. Even if the outcome wasn't perfect, viewing it as a learning opportunity is important. Number 9, affirm your strength. Positive self-talk. Remind yourself of your strengths and past successes in overcoming challenges. Mantras, use affirmations like, my voice matters, I am confident and I'm capable. Number 10, take action. Commit. Set a specific goal for when and where you'll speak. Start now. Courage is built through action, so don't wait for the perfect moment. Remember, courage doesn't mean the absence of fear. It means taking action despite it. Your voice has the power to make a difference. And with each step you take, speaking will always become easier for you. How sweet, huh? Great. I love that. Let's go to the Sister Gita effect as she takes us into a deep dive and a deep experience of the power in listening, which listening is connected to your courage to speak. Enjoy.
Listening is receiving a message sent and understanding the meaning of the content as well as the intent, sensing, interpreting, evaluating, responding. The word listen comes from two Anglo-Saxon words meaning to hear and to wait in suspense. To actively attend to the message of the sender, this requires high energy, genuine interest, and positive body language. Listening is a gift you give yourself and others. And the question I am posing, and we can also ask ourselves to how much do I listen to my body? How much do I listen to my thoughts? Let's do a little self-auditing. Do you talk more than you listen? Yes or no? Do slow speakers cause your mind to wander? Yes or no? Does nervousness or fear sometimes prevent you from concentrating on a speaker's message? Yes or no? When you are puzzled, annoyed, or confused, are you hesitant about asking questions? Yes or no? Do you judge or criticize while someone is speaking? Do you frequently find yourself thinking ahead about something you want to say, even though the other person is still speaking? When a problem comes to you, do you often react without gathering all the facts, perhaps by interrupting? Do distractions such as external noises or internal thoughts prevent you from listening carefully? Do you ever pretend you are really listening when you are really not? Are you very quick to give advice or offer a strong opinion? Do you believe that it is the speaker's responsibility to communicate effectively as opposed to the listener's responsibility? Do you often think that you have heard someone's name or an important fact only to discover that you have forgotten it? Do you think listening involves only the ears and hearing? Do you think only about yourself and ignore the other person's feelings when you talk? Think about this, please. Do you think you were born with the ability to listen? If you answered yes to any of these questions, your listening skills could be improved. If you answered yes to more than 5, you need to increase your ability to listen. Have a wonderful, attentive day to you and the people that we love. Om Shanti.
I love her. She's the light of my life, I tell you. Today's blessing point, may you become a master ocean of love. And tie everyone with the thread of love by sustaining them with your pure love. That's sweet. May you become a master ocean of love and tie everyone with the thread of love by sustaining them with pure love. I'll tell you, there's a lot of folks don't really know what pure love is anymore because we've been so used to getting love that's got a motive or an agenda. And actually, when you get the pure love, you don't even know what to do with it. I've actually lived through it. I'm like, what? Go. It's okay. It's fine. Good morning, everyone. Hey, Dr. K. How are you doing, Nehal? Bright, sharp, moving things like a master that you are, right? Isn't life amazing when you take charge of it here and here? Morning, Usha. Hi, Dharmi. Om Shanti. I hope I'll see you in India when I'm there in February. Anita, Om Shanti, Banu, Indu, Lilawati, Dilip Bhai, Jackie. Lovely thoughts. I don't speak quietly or softly most of the times. Good to notice. Hi, Yukti. Hey, Kailash. Hi, Brahmaputra. Joanne Corcoran. Good morning. Your mother is so wise. What a beautiful gift to us that she was recorded so that we can reflect on her wisdom. Thank you so much for creating this for us. You are generous. Thank you, Joanne. It's like, when you've got souls that offered so much, should they just disappear like that? It's just a thought. And it's not with trying to pull them back into you, it's to send them off with blessings and powers that wherever they go, they carry this energy of goodness and strength. So each time we offer the Sister Gita effect, or we talk about Sister Gita, she's not Sister Gita now, she's in another form. Her soul has moved on to play another part. I get that. Some family that has now received this little baby is celebrating the gift of that child. And we were celebrating what that soul offered our life at the time that she was with us. It's a profound thing when you have the sense of spiritual understanding of mysticism and the journey of our lives, isn't it? That's what I've loved about the Brahma Kumaris, the way you learn about you and the existence of time, history, and the generosity in sharing that to empower everyone else, where you keep passing the baton. Each time you share an aspect of spiritual wisdom, you pass that baton. So Samantha, good morning, happy holidays. Hey Lindia, are you still out of town in Arizona? Give my love to the family. Lovely to have you. I love this woman. We don't see each other all the time. There's something about Lindia Grant, I tell you. Just have a heart connection with her. So thanks everybody for joining in. Dinesh and the crew in India, thank you. Much, much love and appreciation for all that you do for us. And to all of you out there, many good wishes for an exceptionally, profoundly powerful 2025. You gotta work hard. You're gonna have to push in. But in pushing in and working hard and building yourself, there's the fruit in that. Don't wait for the fruit. The fruit is in that. Thanks so much for joining me on the next normal. Wishing you lots of love. Keep practicing to love everybody the same. Life will be very special for you. Om Shanti.